I have been talking about AI agents for a very long time now, probably more than 6 months. One of the things that they are going to be excellent, or rather already are, is helping you build softwares. And make no mistake, the code quality that they generate is great. The architecture discussions that you can have with them are awesome, and they can help you, at least expedite your work by a minimum of 30% if you know how to use it. If you're a young developer, don't suggest you using it because, learn it and then use something like this. But in this video, I'm going to show you what it has been capable of. So there's this company called Bolt.new, which is, really a dev sandbox with AI from Stack Blitz. What this can help you do is just start a front-end application. So either you want to prototype, we used to do low paper design, then low fidelity, then high fidelity, and then prototype, and then app development. Then Figma changed all of that. You just jump to high fidelity, you can draw very quickly. This is pushing it further. You can prototype quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an app using this just to demonstrate how fast this thing can go about. The idea that I want to take is, let's see. So I want to build personal finance tracker app which does not need backend. I really don't want to go that route. I just want to stick to frontend. This app should categorize my expenses, give me a way to upload Excel sheets, etc. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to go much more complicated. I just want to show. So this is your IDE. We have talked about different AI IDEs, but now let's just see what this is doing. So on the left hand side, which is all of this, it's helping you create the personal finance tracker app. 3 lines. It figured out what I want to do. There's a file called storage. There's a transaction list file. There's a transaction form file. I don't know what files there are. I'm not a JavaScript person or a TypeScript person. And then if you go more deeper, this is the Bolt part. There's a terminal built into it. There's a deploy button which will do. There's an export option. You can connect it to Supabase, like, if the model is kind of streaming files, etc. Like have a backend database which is Supabase, which is like really get app really quickly done. And then it has given me a dashboard, transaction form, etc. So in few minutes, basis few lines, I got hopefully this. How much time did it took? Probably 3 minutes. And I was just, I don't know, buffering for the first 2 minutes. So you have a great detailed view. You have a category of expense income. You have a predetermined categories. You have transactions that you have. You can import a CSV. Most likely it's going to fail because if I upload a CSV here, it's probably not gonna support like it's a valid CSV or not. Most likely it is not. I can add a transaction here like test 50 income. That's it. And you have a balance updated. So running completely in the browser and giving me a test preview within my IDE. So now what can I do? I can actually even go further from here. Let's make some minor adjustments. Update the charts to be more visual on the dashboard. Like let me see, I don't have a transaction, so I should probably add few transactions. So test 1, amount, and food and shopping, expense. So there's a expense by category, there's a monthly summary, something like that. Give me a chart view and plots, and also give me a way to configure the plot. So I want to go like, give me charts based on some categories, give me the options to select, like I want a pie chart, I want a line chart, etc. So it's now figuring out basis this that I need an enhanced dashboards with visual charts. It updated certain packages. So it went into package.json, which is here. It added some more dependencies, like it added Lucid React, it added Chart.js, etc., which probably didn't exist earlier. Honestly not seen it. And now it added some more logic, and it's now fixing and updating certain components. It's very much possible that sometimes this gives you an error, and I've had multiple errors with this, but it seems like this is not going to have an error. It kind of comes in and see, that's it. You can go here, see the whole, sorry, this is like go in the code mode. What happened to the preview? Let's just go. Yeah, once I connect to a project, I can take this outside. So you have a personal finance app. I have an expense in this. I have an expense by category. I can change pie chart to bar chart, and that's it. And as I keep on iterating with this, connect to something like a super base, which is something I'll talk about next. And you can just build it. I don't know, you want to call this low code, high code, no code. You have the app. You can click deploy, and basically what's going to happen is it will be deployed to Netlify, and the app will completely be available as a public endpoint. Like in few minutes, you'll have the app. So the whole process of, sorry, I think I was speaking too much loudly, my bad. So the whole process of doing and building softwares can be expedited within few minutes. I am not saying this is a very complex application. I'm not saying this is an ERP. I'm not saying this is SAP, this is Salesforce and all of that. There's still a very simple app. It's almost a no-brainer app. However, the key message is this. There is insane potential in this technology which we are just starting to tap onto. As we keep on discovering more ways to improve this entire stuff is going to get streamlined and much faster. So if you are a developer, be it a front end or a back end or a DevOps or a AI guy, whatever is your core skill, learn this, because it's not going to replace you. I hope not, but it can definitely augment to what you're doing and give you a boost into your career. Anybody who's aware of these tools can have an edge by just quickly iterating and getting an idea what can happen. Even if I go probably here, I can just download this, and then I kind of have the whole project in, like this is the whole project. That's it. Like I get the whole file, I get the whole source code. I can run this locally, I can make any modifications I want. So a large part of boilerplate code, a large part of basic functionalities, even if I go page by page, right, I can add another page here, add another page for tracking family. And it's gonna go and iterate over it, which is figure out what is happening. So like a family tracking feature will need to modify the existing structure to support multiple family members and expenses. So it figured out that some data modalities needs to change, and it's automatically updating it, which is just a incredibly smart way of prototyping. And once this finishes, right, all the parameters and all the processes can get finished. I think you would have understood by now what's the value add. You can literally prototype an app quickly. And if you're a developer starting into a small project or a startup or trying to just build something out, this is the boost that you needed. So you basically will be able to, let's just see what it cooks up. I'm as excited as hopefully you are. And yeah, so the value that you keep getting from this is essentially faster prototyping, and the barrier to entry is low. Anybody can cook this. Imagine now if you have a business customer who stumbles upon this, they're gonna do a bunch of these things, prototype an idea, and literally instead of giving you a Jira ticket, give you the code. Hey, I've given you the code, what I want. This is how I want it to look. Go ahead and build it out. So the time that is spent is just gonna significantly reduce. And you see there's a grid. It has added family tracking features. This is brilliant. I can keep on building to this, like, and whatever, this is gonna cost like $50 or $100. I'm on a free subscription, by the way. Yeah, so Pro 50, which is like $50 a month, it's like 26 million tokens. Or Pro is like 10 million on free, which is like 100,000 or something. So this is great. This is more like an exploratory use few times a week and build couple of apps. So, and you can actually just not even go to a monthly mode, pay it one time, build it, stop using it, right? So the potential is enormous, and the barrier to entry is low, and the tech is here. So you know what you need to do. I hope so. With that, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.